Hello? Are you the new girl who just moved into the house next to the single moms last month?
I think you're talking about me, yes? My name is Gianna. Who are you?
Ugh, so disrespectful. How could you not know me after living here for almost a month already? Ugh, that's why I never wanted the younger generations to live in my neighborhood. They're so brash and shameless.
Sorry, but isn't it too soon for you to make an assumption about me based on your one-sided opinions about the young generation? I mean, I'm new here, trying to integrate myself into this new town and get along with my neighbors. How could I be expected to already know everyone in town by name?
Okay, one more thing I hate about you people. They're always making excuses.
I'm not making an excuse or anything. Before I say anything that might upset you, can you tell me who you are?
Open your eyes widely and read carefully, because I'll tell you once. My family, the Parkers, have been living here since this town didn't have a name yet. My ancestors played an important role in building this town. Now I'm the only person from the Parkers still living in town. Do you understand what that means? It means that I'm the wisest and most respected person here.
Wow. Thank you for sharing your family history, Mrs. Parker. You're clearly very important to this town. I'm grateful for your family's contributions.
You should be, young lady.
But to be honest, I think you should show more respect to your neighbors if you're expecting it from them in return. You're asking for our respect and acting like you own this whole town just because your ancestors did some great things.
Excuse me? How could you talk to me that way? You're a young girl who just moved here, so of course you don't know how powerful I am. But I'm telling you this. I'm able to kick you out of this town if I want.
I don't think so. You're not my landlord, Mrs. Parker. Also, if the landlord wants to terminate my lease, he'll have to pay damages or wait for months to take it back. Mrs. Parker, would you help him pay for my damages?
Well, I'm not sure what you're talking about, but I'm sure about one thing. Your landlord respects me more than you, young lady. I've been observing you since you moved into the house across the street from mine. You literally stay at home all day, right? I've never seen you go to work during the day, like my successful daughter, who's working for a big company in New York. You're out of a job, aren't you?
Excuse me? What do you mean by observing me?
I can see your house through the window in my kitchen. So I've been looking at your house every day to see what you're doing.
You peeked over my house? Like every single day? Why would you do that, Mrs. Parker?
Well, I always make sure that new residents are safe for the neighborhood. I wouldn't want someone moving in who's capable of theft or breaking and entering. You know, nobody wants to have a thief as their neighbor, especially when that person is unemployed. It makes you a prime suspect.
That is very rude of you. I'm not a thief, and I never steal from anyone. You think I would sneak into your house to pinch your stuff? That's crazy. You're accusing me of absolute nonsense. Also, I'm not out of work.
Then what do you do for a living? I hardly see you going out.
I don't need to justify myself to you when our only conversation hasn't even been face-to-face. I would tell you if we got closer, but from the way you're talking, I don't think that's going to happen.
How arrogant are you? Everybody in this town wants to have a chance to talk to me. You're such a smug, awful girl. Even though I was just looking at you across the street, I could tell you have an ugly face. And don't compare to the single mom living next to you. Just so you know, I'm gonna keep an eye on you so that you'll never be able to steal anything from my people, you thief.
I don't care who you are, but if you're treating me this way, you'll never receive any of my respect or welcome. Stop stalking me in my house, Mrs. Parker, or I'll have to get a restraining order.
What? How dare you threaten me? I'll go talk to your landlord and ask him to kick you out as soon as possible.
Do whatever you want. And I have a name. It's Gianna. I can't hold on to this conversation anymore.
I am the only person who can stop this conversation because I started it. I'm telling you that I won't waste my beautiful afternoon on a wily witch like you.
Hey, Gianna. It's Lauren. I'm living next to you. Are you free to talk? Hello, Lauren. Yes. I have some time. What's up? I'm throwing a party with my friends this weekend, and I'd be really glad if you can join us. Are you free Saturday night? Yes, great. I'll be there after I finish my work at home. Awesome. The time hasn't been decided for sure yet, so I'll let you know later. Cool. You can text me anytime. I'm a freelancer, so my schedule's flexible, you know. Yeah. To be honest, I thought you would deny my invitation. Why is that? Well, we've been neighbors for over a month, you know, but I still haven't got a chance to talk to you in person, which is a shame. I just assumed you might be an introvert or a private person. Sorry for making you feel that I'm an unfriendly neighbor. Actually, I'm slammed trying to meet the new job's deadlines this month. I usually put aside everything else when I get new projects, so... But don't worry, I'll be at your party this weekend. We can get to know each other then. Thank you so much. I'm happy that we talked today. And, of course, we'll get a lot of time to chit-chat about this and that on Saturday. I can't wait to see you. It's been a long time since I last went to a party. I think I'm gonna drink a lot. Then I bet it's gonna be fun. Yay! Gianna, just a heads up, some of our neighbors will come to my party. I guess you haven't met them before. They're very nice people. They helped me a lot when I first moved here with my baby. Is Mrs. Parker included? Do you mean Mrs. Parker who's living across the street? Have you met her before? How did it happen? Well, I haven't met her in person, but she suddenly texted me the other day, and I have to admit that I didn't have a good conversation with her. Oh, honey, that's okay. Me neither. No one I've met in town has. She's the kind of person we should stay away from. Totally agree. What did she say to you? She thought I was unemployed and that I would break into her house to steal things, like I'm out of money or something. Again? What do you mean by that? Honey, she thinks everybody's a thief and will break into her house anytime. She's a paranoid woman. You know what? Last year, she accused me of stealing her Easter decorations just because mine looked the same as hers. But the truth was that she broke hers before. What? I know. She was texting me because she didn't want to have a single mom in her area. She always finds out a reason to hate everybody. I guess it makes sense no one likes her, huh? Yeah. Whenever she pissed me off or was just about to, I ignored her and went straight into my house. Talking to her is just a waste of time. You should take the same approach. Okay, I got it. But if she goes too far, I'll have to take action. Oh no, don't do that. Even if she's an annoying person, nobody has ever dared to touch her because of her history. Do you know who the Parkers are? Kind of. She bragged about that when she texted me the other day. Please just listen to me. Blow her off and mind your own business. She'll stop bothering you when she's tired of yelling or waiting for your reaction. Trust me, I have experience. Okay, I'll try to stay away from that woman. Good. So see you this Saturday. Bye. See you later.
Hey there. I've got something to ask you. Are you awake yet?
Good morning, Mrs. Parker. What do you want from me this early?
What a lazy girl. How can you get a job when you keep partying and waking up late? You'll never be successful with those bad habits.
Excuse me? Are you waking me up at 7 a.m. on a Sunday to criticize me for not getting up as early as an old person like you?
Reminding an unemployed neighbor to build good habits is a great way to reduce the crime rate in the town. I'm literally just protecting my neighborhood. No offense.
No thanks. I think I'm building good habits very well by myself. If you don't have anything more interesting to talk to me about, then bye. I'm back to bed now.
Hold on. The young are not patient at all. Listen, I saw a kind of luxurious orange roadster that has been parking in your driveway for a few days. Is the car yours?
Yes, it's mine. They delivered it from my old home a few days ago.
What about it? You own a car? That's impossible. How could a jobless person own a car? Even my daughter, who's working really hard in New York, hasn't got a luxury car yet.
I told you that I'm not jobless. Just because I don't go to work from 9 to 5 doesn't mean that I'm not working. Even if I were jobless, as you think, how is it any of your business that I have a car?
Oh, wait a second. I knew it. You're a sugar baby. That would certainly explain things.
What? I'm not a sugar baby or a mistress. I don't even have a boyfriend. How could you say such nonsense?
Well, I saw a man come to your house a few times. That must be the person you're shaking down.
A man? Oh my God, that was my older brother.
No, he's not. He's middle-aged, while you're only in your 20s.
That's because my brother is 19 years older than me.
You cannot fool me, young lady. I'm old and wise, and I can see through your excuses. For Christ's sake, they can't let a sugar baby live in this town. It'll soon turn into a dirty place. Oh my goodness.
Stop it. I know who I let into my house, so I can tell for sure that you're distorting the truth about me. And if you keep doing that, I may be able to file a defamation of character lawsuit. Just so you know, I'm not scared of who you are or how powerful your family is, like other neighbors.
You're such a shameless, smug woman. I cannot believe that they let you live in my town.
Just cut the crap. You're acting like your family owns the whole town or something. Come on, your era has passed. All you're doing is destroying the town's reputation and chasing away the people who can really help to develop the town economically and socially.
You've only been staying here for a little while, so don't talk like you know how this town works. I'll tell everybody in this town about who you really are and what you're doing for a living.
Bad-mouthing me is worthless because all my neighbors already know about me and my job. I told them at Lauren's party. In case you forget, Lauren is the name of the single mom living next to me.
I don't know and I don't care how you flattered my people to trust your made-up identity, but they will choose to believe in me, an erudite woman. Open your eyes and see how I rule my area.
Nah, I'm gonna close my eyes because I'll be going back to bed rather than deal with your crazy assumptions about me. Bye! Hey, Gianna. What a surprise that you're going out at 10 a.m. Huh? What are you talking about? Oh, I see your car in front of the coffee house across the street from my office. No, I'm still in bed. I think you mistook my car for someone else's. No, it's definitely your car. Gianna, I've been living in this area for 5 years, and I'm positive that nobody owns an orange roadster like yours. You should get out of your bed and go check on your car. Yeah, I am. But I can't find my car keys anywhere. Dang it. I don't see my car, Lauren. Someone stole my car. Oh my God. Gianna, you wouldn't believe what I'm seeing. I know who stole your car. Tell me, who? I'm gonna call the police. You know her. I know her. Wait, don't say it's Mrs. Parker. Bingo. I'm amazed she has the gall to steal your car. Honey, I'll send you my office address. You better grab a cab and come here ASAP before Mrs. Parker leaves. Okay. Thank God you found out about this before it was too late. I'm gonna have to do something about this woman. She's taken it too far. Mrs. Parker, are you or are you not driving my car? Your car? Oh, right. I picked up a car key in front of your house yesterday afternoon while you were putting away your groceries. Well, I believe the car isn't yours if you bought it with the money you had gotten from a rich man. So it's not wrong if I take a drive. You are being ridiculous. Give me back the car in 30 minutes or I'll call the police. 30 minutes? Ha ha! Never. I'll use this car as much as I want. You're no one to order me around. If you call the police, I'll have them arrest you because you're shaking down an old rich man who bought you the car and has been supporting you financially. The police will trust a person who has a clear identity, not a person who's a sugar baby and has no job. So you won't give me my car back in 30 minutes? That's correct. And I won't tolerate your impudent behavior any longer. I'll go around the town and spread rumors saying that the new girl is a sugar baby. Okay, that was my last warning. I'll teach you a lesson about how you shouldn't mess around with a county sheriff's daughter. What? What do you mean, a county sheriff's daughter? My father is the new sheriff who was assigned a few months ago. I moved to this town because I wanted to live close to my parents. I know there's a new sheriff, but you're his daughter? Seriously? Haven't you seen the small picture of my family I put in my car? Check it yourself. You'll figure out whether I'm making things up or not. Also, I'm a freelancer, so I could easily move anywhere I like. By the way, I'm not unemployed as you thought. I'm working at home and making my own money. I bought the car you're driving with my own money, not someone else's.
Oh my goodness! You're the daughter of the county sheriff?
You're back in the car, huh?
Yes, I'm holding that picture now. It looks so cheap and small, so I didn't notice when I got into your car. My God! Why didn't you tell me before? If I had known who you were, I wouldn't have touched your stuff. My family has never had a good relationship with the sheriff's department.
You treated me like trash first, Mrs. Parker.
Oh, I'm so sorry, darling. I'll bring your car back right away. Please don't get your father involved.
It's too late. My father already knows about this. Oh, by the way, he said he wouldn't let you get away with that.
No, you can't do that. I'm your neighbor. Remember, I live right across the street.
Yes, I remember how you pissed me off and made crazy assumptions about me. You even stole my car. And that is a crime. You'll end up in jail, Mrs. Parker.
Are you really going to put me in jail?
I gave you every warning, but you refused to backtrack. I have to report this crime. And if my car comes back with even a single scratch, you'll be forced to pay thousands to repair it.
I can't believe that you and your father are using your power to dominate such a weak woman like me. I'm always an exemplary citizen. I just borrowed your car for a while because I've never driven a luxury car in my life. But you want to put me in jail?
I'm not here to listen to you whining. And it's definitely not true that you just borrowed my car. You knew the car key was mine, but you still decided to take it. You're a thief, Mrs. Parker. The sheriff will throw you in prison.
No, I won't go to prison. Cancel your order to arrest me now.
You're not the person who can order me around, Mrs. Parker. You know what? Lauren asked me to come to you ASAP, and I think she wanted me to talk to you in person first. But I was just too lazy, so I let the police do their job. Brace yourself, Mrs. Parker. The police already have the car's location.
What? Are they coming for real? Holy moly! I'm driving to your house and giving the car back. Please ask them to stop chasing me.
Nah, it's time for you to learn some lessons about how to behave and respect people in town. Drive safe, Mrs. Parker. An hour later, Mrs. Parker was arrested as expected. We thought that she would drive the car to my house immediately, but she was driving around the town for a while before getting arrested in front of my parents' house. She planned to blame me for leaving the car at my parents' and then accuse her of stealing my car keys. Didn't she know that her stealing my car was recorded by the camera in my garage? She kept begging me and even asked Lauren for help, but I never changed my mind. I finally got her thrown in prison. Ever since Mrs. Parker was not messing around with everybody, we all found life much better and more peaceful. I know that there's other Karen neighbors out there, and it's sometimes extremely hard to deal with them. So I hope karma will slap them in the face before you do.